Hey, what is going on, guys? T.Sports15 here, and today we are going to start off the simulation for the Minnesota Twins simulation franchise. So we're just going to go through, first off, check this. So Daniel Norris is actually in the majors, I guess. Wait, make sure our closer, yeah, we need to call you up. So I don't think Daniel Norris is going to be on the team this year. So we might look for a trade. We have four top 50 prospects for first base, which is pretty big. We got you there. Alex Hansen still as our utility infielder. Starling Marte and Buxton there. Parmalee, yeah, we're good with that. And then that's good. So lineups, I actually just think I'm going to let the computer pick them because they usually pick good lineups. We still are number one in the whole entire league for contact, pitching, speed, and overall. And we're second for power, and we're third for defense. So we have a good team, and hopefully we can have a good season and hopefully win the Central. So we're going to simulate up to the draft here to start it off. And I'm just going to let it go. So we lose the first game against Detroit, and we need to start off good against Detroit. And we win the 2 of 3 against Detroit, so that's good. Now, series against Oakland, lose the first 2, and then win the third one. So we're actually at 500. Win the first one against Miami. And I'm actually going to, why am I doing this? Sorry, guys. Let's go series by series. So do that. So we win 2 of 3 against Miami. Now a series against the White Sox. We're actually on a very long road trip now, and we win 2 of 3 against the White Sox. So 4-game set against the Tampa Bay Rays. Win the first one 9-2. Win the second one 9-7. Win the third one 20-3, which is huge, guys. 20-3, 24 hits. That's a huge game right there. Sano went 4 for 6. Parmalee went 4 for 6. Perkins went 4 for 6. How many home runs we have? We only had 3 home runs. So, whoa, that's a big win right there. So, home series, we're headed back home to face KC. We lose the first 2, and then we win the third one. So, we still haven't been swept this entire season. We have a long homestand here. Next series is against the White Sox. We lose 2 of 3 there. Now we have a 4-game set against the Yankees at home, and then we head back on the road. We win the first 2, we win the third one, and we win the fourth one. So we sweep a long series against the Yankees, and now we have a series. We go on a long road trip here. First series is against Seattle. Hopefully we can pick up some games here. So we lose the first game, win the second one, and win the third one. So we win 2 of 3 there, and now we head to Detroit for a division matchup. We're 5 games ahead of them, but this could be very clutch. So we win the first game 1-0, win the second game, and we win the third game. So 2 shutouts in this series, 2 big victories. And I'm just checking, see if they're perfect games or anything. So 2 games set here against Washington, win the first game, and lose the second game. And we actually just ended a 6-game win streak. So now we play the Houston Disastros, but they're actually probably good now because we are in year 2019. So we win the first game, lose the second one, and we lose the third one. So we are now 20-13. So let's see if we can pick up some more ground on now. KC is in second, and we actually get swept by them. So they're only 2 games behind us. So they're going to be our biggest competition for at least the nearest future. But we win the first game against Houston, lose the second, win the third, and we win the fourth. So we win 3 of 4 here against Houston. So a nice series there. So now we head back home to take on Baltimore, win the first game, lose the second, and then lose the third. So we still haven't even been swept. Actually, we did get swept for the first time against KC. Sorry, my bad. So we actually lost there. 3 hit that time. So home series against Atlanta, back-to-back home series. We win the first game against Atlanta, lose the second, and then we win the third. So 2-game set here against the St. Louis Cardinals, and we split that series half and half. So now we have it's actually home and home against St. Louis, sorry. And we win 9-0 the first game, and then 4-2 the next game. So now we have some waivers, Angels waivers. Not too worried about that guy. But I'm going to check this. We 6 hit them. So now we have, just before the draft, we have 2 away series. First one is against LA. and we lose the first series against LA 2-1. So we lose 2 of 3 there. And then series against Oakland, and we lose 2 of 3 to them. So now we're going to go to the draft, which really doesn't even matter because we're not going to be using these picks or anything. So we're just going to draft most potential, I guess. So let's go round 2 and most potential. We're just going to draft like the top guy. Doesn't even matter because we are in the last year of this franchise. Draft this top guy. And we don't even have enough money to sign them, so it doesn't even matter about that. Sorry. That. Just take him away from the other teams. So, yeah. There we go. Draft you. Now, 6th round, last pick. And we have the 28th pick. We're going to draft you. We don't even have enough money to sign them, so because we are like $6 million under the cap, so it doesn't even matter with that. So now we have a series against LA, 4-game set at home, and we lose the first game, win the second 8-7, nice close game there, lose the third one, and win the fourth. So now we have a 3-game set here before we head on the road, and we win the first game, lose the second, and on the getaway day we win 12-11. So we win that series against Tampa Bay, and we are 2 games up on Cleveland, and we actually don't even have, we have a series coming up here against them. So we're going to play against Texas in this 4-game set on the road. So we lose the first game 11-6, win the next one 15-5. Lose the third one, and then lose the fourth one on the getaway day. So now we head to Kansas City. We lose the first game, lose the second, and don't tell me we get swept. Come on, guys, and we get swept. So we're on a very long losing streak. A 5-game losing streak. That's not going to help us for our playoff push. We're actually tied with Kansas City and Cleveland for the division lead, so that's not good. We got a series here against Detroit, who won the division last year, but they're 10 games under 500, so let's beat up on them. So we lose the first game. Come on, guys, let's win this next one. There we go. We break the losing streak at 6, and then we win the next one. So we win the series against Detroit, and we're tied with Cleveland for the division lead. So 2 games set here against Washington, and let's win it here. Let's go. We lose the first one, we lose the second one, and we get swept by Washington. So before we head to the All-Star break, we have a few more series here. First one is against the White Sox at home. Let's see what we can do. We win the first one 7-5, lose the second one 2-0, and then we win the third one 15-4. So I'm just gonna go quickly check this, and 3 hits. So we're a half game back from Cleveland. So we have a 3-game set against Toronto. Let's pick up a couple victories here. Win the first one, win the second one. Nice couple victories there, and we almost sweep them, but we cannot because Stroman shuts us down. So now we have a 3-game set in New York, in the Bronx, to take on the Yankees. We lose the first 2. Don't tell me we get swept. And there we go. We win the getaway day. So we have a 3-game set against the Indians. And let's go. We lose the first one 2-0. Win the second one. This is a big series here, and we win the third one there. So we're only a half game back from Cleveland. And yeah, so last series here before the All-Star break, lose the first one to the Mets. Win the second one, and let's pick up this last victory here before the All-Star break. There we go. So we are actually headed into the All-Star break with a half-game lead over these guys. So the home run derby lineup is Jay Bruce, Pedro Alvarez, Brian Cervantes, Mike Torres, Freddie Freeman, Josh Reddick, and Carlos Gonzalez and Chase Headley. So that is the lineup for the home run derby. And we're going to go in here. We're going to check out the NL All-Stars first. So Derek Holland's the starter for them. Then they have Johnny Cueto, Zach Wheeler, Matt Barnes, and Trevor Cahill. Now to the bullpen, Jake Barrett, Carlos Mormal, Craig Kimbrell, who is actually down to a 74 overall. That's terrible, man. They really got to improve that for next year. He's only 30 years old, and he's down to 74 overall, man. And he's having a pretty decent year. And Carlos Mormal, I can see he's 36 years old. I can a little bit more see that he's down to a 74, but Craig Kimbrell should be higher than that. Jordan Walden, he's another guy, Jordan Swaggerty, and Victor Black, and then Aroldis Chapman, who is 31, and he's still 96. That makes no sense. How is he still up there? And then, where is he? Craig Kimbrell is a year younger, and he's down to a 74. That makes no sense. They got to fix that for next year. So for their lineup, they have Upton, Seager, Gonzalez, Freeman, Bruce, Cervantes, Jed Jerko, Zach Cozart, and George Alfredo. Now to their bench, they have Striker, Terhan, Buster Posey, Mike Nobles, Jonathan Galvez, Josh Vitters, Antonio Munoz, Nick Deltominic, Yonzer Alonso, Tyler Collins, and Andrew McCutcheon, and then Jackie Bradley. So we're going to head to the AL All-Stars, see who made it from our team. So Alan Webster is going to be the starter. He's 97 overall. That's pretty nice. He'd be nice to have on our team. Then there's Marcus Stroman, Steven Varela, David Price, and Cole Hamels. Then to the bullpen, Cartwright, Houston Streets, Jim Johnson, Glenn Perkins, Anthony Mio, Steve Cishek, Chris Perez, and that is the lineup like that. So now to the starters, the position players. Our first All-Star, Byron Buxton. He is batting .342. He's having a pretty good season. Francisco Linder, Eric Hosmer, Michael Butcher, Xander Bogaerts, Drew Stubbs, Chase Headley, Michael Brantley, Jose Ramirez, J.P. Arancibia, Marcus Littlewood, that's a pretty funny name, Littlewood, Jonathan Singleton, Emilio Bonifacio, Pedro Alvarez, Anthony Rendon, Mike Torres, Gregory Ploanco, Oscar Tavares made it in there, but he's down to a 95. I don't know how he dropped. Nick Castellanos is in there, Josh Reddick, and that is it. So we're going to simulate that, see who has home field advantage for the All-Star break, and we do. So this could be our season, guys. So we're going to simulate past this Cleveland game here. So first series after the All-Star break, lose the first one to Philadelphia, lose the second one, but we still have the 2-game lead here, and then we win the third one. So we still have this half-game lead over Cleveland. We win the first one, we win the second one. If we can sweep these guys off, this would be huge. So let's see, we win the third one, sweep them off, guys. This would be huge if we could sweep them off, and we do. So we take a 4.5-game lead in the division, so that's huge. Good start to after the All-Star break. Now series here against Detroit, win the first one. That's huge right there. We win the second one, and we lose the third one. But we have a 6.5-game lead over Kansas City and Cleveland, so that's pretty big. But they're not even in contention for the wild card. So we are having a decent season, I'd say. We have a 5.558 percentage, and we're going to go check out our roster, see if anybody has really gone down. Not too many. Ian Kennedy went down a few. Galileo and Perez are both up to 91 and 90, so they might be in the rotation, but we're probably going to leave them in the bullpen. They're having good years in the bullpen. Yeah, Galileo's having a very good year. We might bump Skaggs out or De La Rosa. Skaggs or De La Rosa. 4-4, 6-6. Yeah, let's bump him out for Galito because he's earned it. Galito's earned it. He's earned that spot, so he's in there. Everybody else really hasn't dropped down too much. Zanino's down to an 88, so this is our year. We really need to win it this year. It's the last year that I'm doing this franchise. So yeah, not too many trades needed unless there's somebody that's 99 overall. Yeah, we're not gonna get him. Profar, Hansen. Yeah, we don't really have anything that we could trade for him. So we're just going to go through the deadline, and we're going to go through with the team we have into the playoffs. So let's do it, guys. We can make the playoffs, win this division, and then have a very good playoffs. We have this 8-game lead headed into the second half or whatever. So Chris Archer, we put a claim on you. Tyson Ross, no, don't really need you. So that's it for that. We're going to simulate to the end of this Cleveland series, just so you guys can get a sneak peek. So we beat Cleveland in the first game, beat them in the second game. Let's sweep them off. There we go. We have a 10-game lead in the division, and it's looking good from here on out, guys. So stay tuned for the next episode coming out today as well, and we will simulate the last 2 months of the season and then the playoffs. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.